If you're over 60, this message is especially for you. Every morning you wake up is a gift, a new sunrise that offers another chance to live fully, breathe deeply, and make choices that shape not just your day, but your years ahead. In Japan, where some of the world's longest living people reside, elders in places like Okinawa and Nagano have developed morning rituals that have helped them live not just long lives, but beautifully long lives, filled with vitality, grace, and purpose. And today we're going to uncover those 7 morning rituals Japanese elders swear by to live past 100. When you open your eyes each morning, the first thing that fills your awareness sets the tone for your entire day. In Japan, elders who live long, vibrant lives have a simple yet powerful ritual that begins even before they step out of bed. They begin the day with gratitude. It may seem small, almost too simple to matter, but this quiet practice holds incredible strength. Before their feet touch the ground, they pause for a brief moment to acknowledge the gift of waking up. They take a slow, deep breath and whisper words of thanks, not for something grand or material, but for the simple blessing of life itself. This single act shapes the mind's chemistry, lowers stress, and invites calm into the body. Science now confirms what these wise elders have practiced for generations. Gratitude activates the parasympathetic nervous system, slowing the heart rate, reducing cortisol, and preparing the body for a peaceful, balanced day. Instead of rushing into the morning with anxiety or distraction, they enter it with awareness and intention. They often focus on small details, the warmth of sunlight through the window, the song of a bird outside, or the comfort of their breath. This mindful attention transforms ordinary moments into sacred experiences. By noticing what is good and beautiful, even in simplicity, they reinforce a mindset of abundance rather than lack. It's not about pretending life is perfect, it's about seeing the perfection hidden in the ordinary. This way of thinking doesn't just make you happier, it physically protects your health. Studies have shown that people who practice daily gratitude have stronger immune systems, lower blood pressure, and improved heart function. For elders, this ritual carries even deeper meaning. As the years pass, life inevitably changes. Loved ones may move away or pass on, the body may slow down, and the world may feel unfamiliar. But gratitude offers stability, a grounding force that reminds you there is still beauty to be found. Every new morning is a chance to feel connected, to life, to memory, and to the world around you. Japanese elders often take this gratitude beyond thought. They express it aloud. Saying arigato in the soft morning air is both a spiritual and physical practice. It harmonizes the breath and brings the mind into focus. This spoken gratitude becomes a form of morning meditation, one that keeps the heart light and the spirit resilient. For those over 60, this is a reminder that every sunrise is a silent celebration. Gratitude helps you age gracefully, not because it erases challenges, but because it transforms how you see them. The body follows the mind's lead, and when the mind begins the day in peace, the body follows with energy and strength. You may not have control over every event in life, but you do have the power to choose how you greet each new day. By embracing this gentle Japanese ritual of morning gratitude, you welcome peace before anything else, and that quiet peace becomes the foundation for everything that follows. When morning arrives in Japan, elders do not rush or leap into the day. Instead, they awaken their bodies with gentle movement, a practice deeply rooted in harmony and respect for their physical being. For many, this begins with Ragyo Taiso, the national radio calisthenics that have been broadcast across Japan for nearly a century. These light exercises are simple: stretching the arms, rotating the shoulders, bending the knees, and breathing deeply. But they serve a profound purpose. They wake up the muscles, improve flexibility, and encourage circulation without strain. This gentle rhythm brings awareness to the body after hours of rest, allowing energy to flow freely. For those over 60, it's not about athletic performance or intensity. It's about continuity, a consistent reminder that movement is life. Japanese elders believe that the way you start your morning sets the tone for how your body will feel throughout the day. When they stretch slowly, they are not just working on flexibility, they are greeting each part of their body with kindness. The hands, the spine, the legs, all are invited into motion with care and appreciation. There is no competition, no pushing beyond limits, only a deep respect for what the body can still do. This attitude creates both physical and emotional balance. Science supports this philosophy. Light morning movement improves blood flow to the brain, increases joint mobility, and boosts endorphins, the body's natural mood elevators. Even 5 minutes of gentle stretching can increase alertness and help regulate blood sugar, which is particularly beneficial for older adults. Many Japanese elders combine movement with nature. They might step outside into the garden, walk barefoot on the grass, or take a slow stroll through quiet streets. The fresh morning air fills their lungs with oxygen and their minds with calm. These walks are not exercise routines in the modern sense. They are rituals of connection. They connect the body with the earth, the mind with the present, and the heart with gratitude. The rhythm of their footsteps becomes a form of meditation, syncing movement and breath. For many, this morning activity is also a social ritual. They greet neighbors, share smiles, and build small moments of joy that foster emotional well-being. For older adults, light exercise in the morning carries a ripple effect that lasts the entire day. It helps maintain balance, strengthens the core, and keeps the joints supple, preventing stiffness and reducing the risk of falls. The body responds beautifully to consistency, and when treated gently yet regularly, it remains strong, mobile, and independent for longer. This is the secret Japanese elders understand so well, that longevity isn't about overexertion, but about small, deliberate actions done with love every day. Each stretch, each slow step, each breath is a declaration of vitality. Morning movement becomes not just exercise, but an expression of life itself, a soft reminder that even as the years advance, the body can remain a source of energy, joy, and quiet strength. In Japan, the first meal of the day is not rushed, processed, or mindless. It is an intentional act of care, a quiet ritual of nourishment that honors both the body and the spirit. Japanese elders understand that the morning meal is more than a source of energy. It is the foundation of longevity. When they sit down to eat, they do so with full attention and gratitude, often beginning with a simple phrase, "itadakimasu," meaning "I humbly receive." This expression of thanks connects them to the food, the hands that prepared it, and the earth that provided it. Their breakfast is typically light yet deeply nourishing, a combination of warm miso soup, steamed rice, grilled fish, pickled vegetables, and perhaps a cup of green tea. Each element contributes to health and balance, providing fiber, antioxidants, healthy fats, and essential minerals. There is harmony in the variety, colors, textures, and flavors working together to support well-being. For elders over 60, this kind of nourishment is vital. The traditional Japanese breakfast supports heart health, maintains stable blood sugar levels, and boosts metabolism without overloading the digestive system. The inclusion of fermented foods like miso and pickles strengthens the gut microbiome, which is key to immunity and digestion. The omega-3 fats found in fish enhance brain function and protect against memory decline, while green tea offers a gentle dose of caffeine combined with L-theanine, an amino acid that promotes calm focus. Even the rice, often looked at as simple, provides slow, sustained energy, helping the body stay active throughout the morning. It's not just what they eat, but how they eat that makes the difference. Japanese elders approach every bite mindfully, savoring the aroma, the texture, and the taste. They eat slowly without distractions, chewing carefully and allowing the body time to register fullness. This mindful eating reduces overeating and encourages better digestion. Studies show that eating slowly can lower the risk of obesity, diabetes, and digestive problems. But beyond the science, there's a sense of reverence in the act itself, a reminder that food is life's daily blessing. For them, breakfast isn't just about filling the stomach. It's about honoring the body's needs and beginning the day with balance and grace. This ritual contrasts deeply with the fast-paced habits of modern life, where breakfast is often skipped or replaced with processed, sugary options. Japanese elders take the opposite approach. They believe that the first meal of the day sets the rhythm for physical energy and mental clarity. The warmth of miso soup soothes the stomach, the savory flavor of fish awakens the senses, and the earthy calm of green tea grounds the spirit. Each element brings harmony to the morning, ensuring that the day begins with stability rather than chaos. Over time, this consistent nourishment becomes a quiet act of self-respect, one that keeps the body strong and the mind clear. For those who seek to age with vitality, Adopting this gentle, mindful approach to breakfast can be a small but powerful step toward lasting health and inner peace. In the quiet hours of morning, when the world is still and soft light filters through the window, Japanese elders often take time to feed not just their bodies, but their minds and souls. This period of reflection is as vital as any meal or exercise, for it nourishes the inner world that shapes how one experiences the day ahead. After waking and moving gently, they might sit in silence, close their eyes, and simply breathe. Some engage in meditation, others in prayer or quiet contemplation. This stillness allows their thoughts to settle, like dust in sunlight, and what remains is clarity, peace, and presence. For them, the morning is not a time to rush into tasks, but to align the heart and mind before stepping into the flow of life. This practice has deep roots in Japanese culture, where mindfulness and simplicity are considered essential for harmony. It's not about achieving perfection in thought, but about listening to oneself and embracing the moment as it is. Science continues to affirm what tradition has long known. Taking even a few minutes in the morning to practice mindfulness can lower stress, reduce anxiety, and strengthen emotional resilience. The simple act of breathing slowly and consciously sends a signal to the body that it is safe, activating relaxation and improving focus for the hours ahead. For elders, this habit becomes a shield against worry and overthinking. It gives them emotional balance, helping them meet challenges with calm rather than tension. Some may keep a small notebook to write down a few lines of gratitude or intention. Not elaborate goals, just quiet reminders of what truly matters. Others may choose to sit outside, listening to birdsong, feeling the air, or watching the light shift across the garden. These seemingly small acts cultivate serenity and joy, but feeding the mind and soul in the Japanese way doesn't stop at solitude. After their moments of reflection, many elders make an effort to connect with others. They greet family members, smile at neighbors, or share a short conversation. These gestures, though simple, have a profound emotional impact. Connection is one of the strongest predictors of long life, and Japanese elders embody this truth effortlessly. They understand that isolation weakens the spirit, while even brief exchanges of warmth and kindness strengthen it. Their mornings are often filled with gentle laughter, shared meals, or helping hands extended to one another. This blending of inner peace and social connection creates emotional harmony, a sense of belonging that keeps loneliness at bay. For older adults, nurturing the mind and soul each morning becomes an act of renewal. Silence restores mental clarity, connection restores emotional warmth, and both together sustain a deep sense of purpose. By caring for their inner world with as much attention as they give their physical health, Japanese elders create balance that radiates through the rest of their day. It's this balance between self and others, between quiet and companionship, that helps them maintain not only longevity, but genuine contentment in life's later years. In Japan, one of the deepest secrets to longevity isn't found in diet or exercise alone, but in something much more profound, a sense of purpose known as Ikigai. For Japanese elders, Ikigai is the invisible thread that ties their mornings to meaning and their years to fulfillment. Here it translates loosely to a reason for being, but its essence runs deeper. It is the quiet motivation that gets them out of bed each day, the spark that gives ordinary routines extraordinary value. For some, Ikigai may come from tending a small garden, caring for grandchildren, practicing a craft, or simply greeting neighbors with kindness. For others, it might be a lifelong passion, a spiritual calling, or the joy of being useful to others. Whatever form it takes, Ikigai gives life structure and heart, turning existence into something worth celebrating every day. For elders who have lived through decades of change, Ikigai becomes a compass that keeps them steady. When work ends and routines shift, many people struggle with a loss of identity. But Japanese elders remain anchored because they continue to contribute to life in some way. They do not see aging as an ending, but as a new beginning, a time to nurture what matters most. This deep sense of purpose influences both mental and physical health. Studies of centenarians in Okinawa, often called the land of the immortals, show that those who live the longest are not necessarily the richest or strongest, but those who feel needed and connected to something larger than themselves. Their Ikigai gives them reason to wake up with enthusiasm, even at 90 or 100 years old. The beauty of Ikigai lies in its simplicity. It doesn't demand perfection or grand achievements. It thrives in the small, meaningful acts that fill each day. A grandmother preparing miso soup for her family, an elder sweeping the front path every morning, a man practicing calligraphy or playing with his cat. All are living examples of Ikigai. These daily acts may seem modest, but they sustain a deep sense of worth and belonging. When you know your Ikigai, you no longer move through the world aimlessly. Every gesture, every moment, becomes a contribution to something you love. This sense of purpose also protects the body from decline. Research shows that people who live with meaning have lower stress levels, better cardiovascular health, and stronger immunity. Their minds remain sharper, their moods more positive, and their resilience greater in the face of difficulty. For older adults, Ikigai becomes an emotional anchor. It reduces loneliness, sharpens focus, and gives a sense of direction, even in quiet years. It reminds them that life still holds promise, and that every day offers an opportunity to give, grow, or simply appreciate. To live with Ikigai is to live with lightness, curiosity, and gratitude. It transforms aging into an art form, one where each morning carries intention, each act holds meaning, and each day becomes another chance to live deeply and joyfully, no matter how many years have passed.